It's easy to travel with Duke. Everything is sort of taken care of for you. It's organized. When I thought about Antarctica, I thought, given how remote the place is and how inaccessible, it made a lot more sense to go with sort of unknown quantity. And that's what Duke travel is for me. And so having these women and men who were experts in their field spend time with us, and it was accessible. And they were, not just in the lecture setting, but they were with you on the trip. So you could go up to Professor so-and-so, like Doug Novacek from the Marine Lab, and say, Doug, you mentioned this, I didn't quite understand it, help me through that some more. And he would do that. And so you were constantly having your mind stimulated, and that to me it was like the classroom, but almost all day long. There was also diversity among us. Yeah. Folks from different ages, different backgrounds, different countries, and so you were constantly even learning from your fellow travelers as well. And so that was, for me, I might not be inclined to spend a lot of time with this type of person, but when you're on that trip, you do, and you realize there's so much to be learned.
Because we were there with people who came through the Duke Alumni Association and other university alumni associations, everybody there, not just the Duke alums, but all of the alums from the different organizations, and all the people on the trip really were interested in understanding more about the environment, the ice, the penguins, the whales, the mammals, everything. It was a terrific group. If you're going to travel with a group, why not, as Hardy said, travel with like-minded people, intellectually curious people, and people who honestly are going to continue to foster that Duke spirit around the world. Create a family of people, not only on the trip itself, but once you've left the trip, you come back and you're still in contact with them, you're still sharing pictures with them. We're having a Duke Antarctica trip reunion. So I think traveling with the Duke Alumni Association adds an extra layer and an extra benefit of camaraderie and family that you might not get in other group travel.
So for me, it was a little different because I'm not a Duke alumni, and I was a guest of a Duke alumni. So I came in with no real expectations, but was pleasantly surprised at just how friendly everybody was, how smart everybody was, how intellectually, engaging everybody was, how everybody was very into the trip, wanting to understand more about the trip, and everybody was very welcoming, and I really enjoyed the interaction with all the Duke alumni. For me, that was one of the true highlights as well.
The main reason I do it is because the common bond of learning. And that's, regardless of all the many things that Duke means to me, it's a place of knowledge. It's a place it's my intellectual home. And so I know that when I go on a trip, whether it's China or Haiti or the Marine Lab, that I'm going to come back changed in the sense of the way I look at the world. I'm going to have different perspectives, and my notions will have been challenged. So really, I like that idea of continuing that intellectual process of asking questions and stumbling through the dark looking for the answers that started here as an undergraduate. It continues as an alum, whether you're 20, 25, 30, 45 years out, and it's really in large part because of the other alums that have enabled me to do that.